this way in the architecture. Okay, yes.
Where are you guys from? Argentina, then Bariloche.
Oh, yeah. Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like that. So if you guys have any questions on the way up, feel free to ask me and I'll do the best I can to answer them. Tlingit means the people. We have about 760 people that live here all year round. Walking from Icy Strait Point into town would be about 1.5 miles. For the summer, we had like at least, I would say, probably about 10 sunshine days throughout the whole summer, but we were, have almost broken the record for the coldest summer. Pointing out into the water there might be a humpback whale that's out here. We do get humpback whales that come all the way into the town area. Sometimes the humpback whales come up right by the kayakers year-round. Looking at most of these houses downtown here, some of these houses look similar or alike, and that is because of the 1944 fire that Hoonah had. Like 95% of our town had burned down. These houses were being sent to Guam until the government had heard about the fire, turned the houses right back around, sent them back over here. And I believe they had paid like $3,500 a piece for the houses. The houses weren't insulated, so the people had to insulate them themselves.
A current. I'm sorry? Yes. One of my normal stops, but everybody enjoys the view so much here that I've added it in. The island across the way in the middle of the water that you see, that's what we call Sisters Island. There was a married couple that lived on there for 9 years. They forecast the weather, and then everything became automated. Their time was up and they moved off. We have 2 different weather forecasts. We have the regular and we have what's called a marine forecast. The marine forecast lets us know what way the winds are blowing, how high the seas are. Not only do we eat the meat, we eat the heart, the liver, the stomach. The hides are tanned and used in making the dancing drums, purses, vests, slippers, moccasins. The hoofs will be cut and cleaned and added to dance regalia or made into rattles. If the bear shows any sign of aggression, we're not going to stop. I'm going to charge it off the trail.
You're going after it?
With my machine.
Okay.
I have my guns. Okay? I'm fully loaded.
Yeah, you're
No, I'll chase it down with my machine. If we are outside of the ATVs and we are approached by a bear, the first thing you do is form a circle around me. Well,
When was the last time you've seen one on one of these tours?
Sam, what, a month ago? When did you guys see the one? A month ago?
Yeah, I would say like a month ago.
Yeah.
So you're due? We get to see one today?
We can keep our fingers crossed and hope so, because I love seeing them out here too, so fingers crossed. Right now it's hard to say because the salmon are going upstream and they're gorging on them before they start going into hibernation.
Let's find a stream.
Ready for our next stop? These are alder trees. This is an old logging road, and anywhere the ground has been disturbed, the alder trees grow. They will take the oxygen from the air, convert it to nitrogen, put it back into the soil, and that's another reason they grow so abundantly. We also use them in our smokehouses. We like to take them when they're between 6 and 8 inches in diameter. We like them nice and green. The greener they are, the more smoke, the more flavor. We smoke our deer, our seal, our fish, our shellfish, and as soon as they figure out how to smoke the fruits and berries, they'll probably do that too. Excuse me. The red alder, because it comes in white and red, The red alder, if you happen to be out and about and you have a headache or a toothache, you can cut a chunk of red alder, shave the bark away, chew on the pulpy part, and it will help get rid of your headache and your toothache.
Wow. Really?
We have a lot of plants here on the island that serve as a medicinal use. One of them is the skunk cabbage. I don't know if they've told you about that one yet. Or I mean, sorry, the Devil's Club.
Oh, yeah.
This here is the Devil's Club. This is one you want to be very careful of. There are thorns all the way down the stalk and on the underside of the leaves. If you get those thorns in your skin, they work their way in before they work their way out. And it hurts. It does serve a medicinal use though. It's a part of the ginseng family. So when the leaves are first sprouting, some people will actually take and pick them and eat them. A lot of women will take the plant, shave all the thorns and the bark off, and use the inside to make salves and ointments to help with aches, pains, burns. I had a nasty burn a week ago. It's gone. Bears. We have the highest concentration of coastal brown bears right here. Did she tell you the population of Hoonah?
700
right,
something.
yeah.
760 people to 3,600 coastal brown bear. That's what they estimate the population at. And they come in either blonde, brunette, or redhead. Occasionally they can be dark enough in color they're mistaken for black bears. We don't have the black bears here. You'll find those over on mainland. They did try to introduce the black bears to the brown bears. Yeah. Brown bears didn't like them very much, so we don't have them anymore. And a typical adult male can stand up to 10 feet and weigh upwards of 1,000 pounds. A female can stand 6 to 7 feet and weigh 600 to 700 pounds. We have a bear on the island they call Tiny. Tiny is very dark in color. They say he stands probably between 11 and 12 feet. When he walks down the road, his hind end takes up the road. His head is huge, his belly just about drags the ground. They estimate his weight between 12 and 1,400 pounds. We had him tied up, but he keeps snapping the leash.
The cable.
I'm just kidding, that's just a fried cable.
That's even more reassuring.
No, an old logging road, this is just a cable from when they did the logging. Usually when I tell people that are doing the zip rider, their color just drains.
This is where the zip rider used to be.
Because we have them in town all the time. And it was pretty close to Halloween. Don't want a bunch of chocolate-covered kids running around town with a nuisance bear. The two together are not good. So this bear, I was at work, I had taken the garbage out, went to go back in the building, and he was between me and my door. Thank God there was a ramp that went up into the police department. By the time I got back into the building, that bear was from me to this lady away. And it took every ounce of energy for me to maintain my composure and not panic. So, just remember, don't panic, don't freak, because if you freak, that's when they're going to tag you. Really quick, if anybody wants to, and I'm not going to freak anybody out, but I do have to give you fair warning. This is an old bear trail. That's why I like to tie this in with Tiny. Because this is an old bear trail. If anybody wants to step back there with the bear spray by that little tree and have their photo taken, it does make a really nice backdrop. We are safe.
You could have said that after, before the story.
No, I
Nobody's moving. Like,
I have to
no, I don't
give you
think
a warning
so.
because if anybody does step back and anything happens, then I can get in big trouble. So, but we're safe. Has anybody ever smelled a bear?
No.
Oh, believe me. Yeah. It's nasty, isn't it? Yeah. right to me. It sounds so funny.
Yeah.
Deer, they sometimes have a tendency to freak out and bolt in front of the vehicles. So keep an eye out for them. Once we get past where we've seen them, we're going to pick up the pace. Elfin Cove and Pelican brings the total human population to about 1,100 during the summer months.
Where does everyone go during the winter then?
Right here in Hoonah, we all stay here.
But during the summer, does it get more people?
Yeah, we have a lot. We have some fair weather friends that don't like the cold, so they'll leave in the winter and come back in the summer. But for the most part, the population of Hoonah is probably 760 year round. The other small communities, I believe Elfin Cove has maybe 14 people in the winter months. Pelican maybe 100 to 200. And Tenakee Springs is about the same. Largest Tlingit village in Alaska. 75% being the Tlingit natives. The town's been around for approximately 300 years. Angry, upset boy. He got mad because I didn't leave when he was ready to leave. He got mad and pitched a rock at it and dumped it over.
I'd have stayed and let him build it back
I
up
did
again.
stay.
Yeah.
Then he continued to get upset and went over and talked to his dad. So then his dad started coming up to me. And I flat out said, when the rest of the group's ready and the time is up, we'll go.
Yep. Whichever occurs first.
Parts there. Would anybody like an ATV to come up and so that you can go down on it? No? Everybody make it down okay?
that might be her.
Is she screaming?
Yeah, that's her.
I want her to scream. I said, make sure you scream with the other thing.
See a lot of
Oh, okay, now I see it. I don't know if
She's
she's one
on
of
the
the
shell.
ones.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, no.
Better for her now. Oh, you'll see.
I know, but the closer they get here.
I think that's her, Mom. I think that might be Brian.
They're lazy.
Yeah, that's Brian. And that's Brian. I have no idea.
Yeah, we're like, you know what? We're gonna pass.
How long does it take to walk? How? 10,
Oh
10
boy,
minutes?
I would say 20, 25 minutes.
20,
If you walk
25
fast, you can get there in 20.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah.